Then we got how powerful is Doctor Doom.
What's up, my comic comrades? It's been a little bit since we've done a How Powerful episode, and there's no better character to bring that back than Doctor Doom. What's crazy is this is one of the first episodes we've ever done on Doctor Doom, but I'm sure sometime in 2020 we'll give him a history of episode. In any case, he's extremely awesome and a powerful villain, and you're about to find out just how powerful. So prepare for a rapid fire of some of Dr. Doom's most impressive moments. But before I get into that, I do want to remind you guys real quick about our giveaway that's going on right now. We are giving away 5 first print copies of Batman the Killing Joke. We've partnered up with our good friend Comic Tom once again to bring you this awesome giveaway. You have from now to October 29th to enter. Links for all that is going to be in the description below. But now back to Dr. Doom. Today I'm going to try something a little different by breaking down his feats and powers and abilities by categories, starting with his intellect. If you didn't know, Dr. Doom is one of the smartest humans in the Marvel Universe. He's so smart, in fact, that in Secret Wars issue 2, after Galactus neutralized Ultron, Doom rebuilt and reprogrammed him to serve him during Secret Wars. He then used Ultron to single-handedly take down Absorbing Man, Doc Ock, Wrecker, and Molecule Man.
Imagine he brings Ultron? I doubt it, but
Hulk, using an adamantium chainsaw to cut through the Hulk's head and separate the Hulk from Banner. Basically what happens is the Hulk had Dr. Doom do brain surgery on him to remove the Banner persona from his brain. When Doom is operating on his brain, he asks the Hulk, who decided not to go under because the Hulk, if there's any specific changes he wants to see made to Banner's personality, this would be the time to ask. As with just a few flicks of his wrist, he can get rid of his intelligence entirely or make him an insomniac who's terrified by all things gamma. And in the end, Dr. Doom succeeded. And then he said, "You once shared a brain, a body, no more. I have remade your brain, given Banner a brand new body, freshly grown from your common DNA." He retains his intellect, his memories. He is everything he was ever meant to be, only without the Hulk. Going through some other instances of his intelligence a little quicker, in Thor issue 605, he rebuilt Odin's destroyer armor and then stole Thor's Odin Force to control it, to then proceed to use it to
he's
throw
always
Thor around
rebuilding,
like a rag
bro.
doll. It was also said that Doom's
Might have
human
got
mind
that
races as fast
Galactus shit.
as a sophisticated computer. And then, you know, there was the time he figured out how to harness the mystical energies of vibranium, to which even Wakanda couldn't even figure out. He then uses it to create a device that will connect him to every fragment of vibranium, at which point he claimed was a greater power than possessing the power cosmic. So, you know,
that'll be wild.
But now that you have an idea of how smart he is, let's talk about his raw power, aka his strength. Victor Von Doom's armor allows him incredible strength and even grants him force fields and a handful of tech-like weapons. Because of this, he can do things like crush a diamond with his bare hand, turning it to dust. Which is crazy because, as we know, diamonds are one of the hardest substances known to man. He's also able to hold his own against the Hulk. I'm not saying he's stronger than the Hulk, I'm just saying he's not going down easy. And then, you know, he also does stuff like tossing giant boulders with one hand.
You could go one-on-one with the Hulk,
which is fantastic.
Maybe
so
not
much
win,
so, he once survived a blast from Thanos, and then just got back up saying, "I will not be denied those gems," referring to the Infinity Gems. His armor even took a headbutt from the Hulk, and only putting a small dent in it. Oh no. More impressive than that, though, Doom once took a hit from a robotic replica Hulk that was powered with the power cosmic. And guess what Doom's reply was? "Come now, you could do better than that." But one of the coolest things about Doom is his magical abilities. To put it simple, Dr. Doom is one of Marvel's best sorcerers. He also travels across space and time to learn more about the dark arts. I think that's what we're gonna get. This first example is gonna set the stage for letting you know how good Dr. Doom is at sorcery. He once trained under Doctor Strange for a time, who said, "The things he's learning, I can't even do myself." He also once used a magical spell to send Morgan Le Fay back in time to the dawn of man. This is insane because Morgan Le Fay is one of the most powerful sorcerers in the history of Earth. There was also another instance where he summoned an army of monsters to take down the Avengers. Doom also possesses magical healing abilities, one time using them to heal Wiccan. Basically what I'm saying is, with his knowledge of sorcery, he can pretty much do anything. But before I wrap things up, let's talk about the will of Dr. Doom, because Doom's will is so strong, he could resist all kinds of mind control and telepathy, as well as dominate other people's minds. For instance, we all know that the Purple Man has one of the strongest forms of mind control in the Marvel Universe. Basically, when Purple Man tells you to do something because of his pheromones, you do it. But not Dr. Doom. And when Dr. Doom has him locked up, he tells Doom to release him, to stand on his head, to kill himself. But guess what? He does. Purple Man then replies saying, "Impossible, not this close. No one has a will that strong." But it looks like Doom does. Then you have the time Emma Frost tried to enter Dr. Doom's mind, but he replies, "Miss Frost, no man or woman shall enter the mind of Victor Von Doom. I suggest you stop attempting to do so or incur my wrath." To which she says, "Yeah,
I don't care who it is."
Doom can also use his will to control other people and even creatures. What I'm saying is, he's an incredibly strong, intelligent sorcerer with the power to control other beings. He's easily one of the most badass villains in comics. And one of the coolest things about him is his demeanor. Doom's got swag, like he knows he's a badass. He's so matter-of-fact and gangster about everything. Now clearly I didn't mention every awesome feat and display of power Dr. Doom has ever displayed, but I do want to leave you with one final thing, as I'm sure if I didn't, everyone would be like, how did you not at least mention that one time? And that's the time Dr. Doom took control of the Infinity Gauntlet. Long story short, in FF16 by Jonathan Hickman, Dr. Doom finds an Infinity Gauntlet from an alternate reality that's just chilling on a skeleton's hand. Needless to say, he puts them on for himself, at which point he then discovers a bunch of other Dr. Dooms from multiple realities, and with the gauntlets decides to build himself a Parliament of Doom with the use of his gauntlets. Now ruling them all, they all cheered for him, Doom, Doom, Doom. And that, my friends, is how powerful Dr. Doom is. And clearly through all the examples I gave you today, you could see he's incredibly powerful. Easily one of the most powerful and feared villains that Marvel has to offer. With that said, let us know what you think of Dr. Doom and what other character you would like to see get a how.
That was it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.